Another guest in studio with us today. Her video went viral. So we're going to let her introduce herself and tell us about the incident that took place. What's the name of the bowling alley?
Stars and Stripes.
Stars and Stripes. Okay, I was saying that right. Stars and Stripes. So we're going to let you introduce yourself and tell us about what happened that night.
My name is Shanquila Hambrick, and basically I was out enjoying family time for one of my cousin's birthday. And we're bowling and everything. Mm-hmm. I'm like the last person to order my food.
Okay.
So I ordered a Long Island iced tea and a Nacho Grande.
Okay.
Once they brought me my Long Island iced tea, it was not a Long Island iced tea. It was water with a splash of Coke, a lemon, and melted ice.
Okay.
I let the waitress know exactly that my drink wasn't right. Mm-hmm. And she said, hold on one moment, let me go get my manager. She came back with the general assistant manager, and I let her know that my drink wasn't right. The general assistant manager said to me, we will not be refixing it, and you're going to pay for it anyway.
And remind everyone that y'all spent like $500 that night.
Right.
At the table.
We spent money there to have fun and enjoy.
But what was her reasoning for not wanting to satisfy a customer? I mean, give you something else to drink or redo your food. What was her reasoning?
She didn't have a reason. That's just how she came at me directly. So I tried reasoning with her, asking if she would refix it. Even some of the other people in the group asked if she would refix it. But she said no, she will not refix it, and they will make me pay for it, basically.
Wow.
As we got ready to leave, she was standing there with the police officers already. And she told the police officers that she said to them, that is her right there. She did not pay for her meal or drink. Now, as I'm walking out the door, you could have stopped me while I was inside.
Yeah.
But you waited till I was all the way gone out the door. I was all the way to my car by then.
Yeah, and I saw you the live video. Yeah, you was. And
I have two officers running behind me. So I turn around and I walk back with them because I hadn't done anything wrong. As I get back in, I have two officers, and this one particular, his name was Charlie Liner. Mm-hmm. He was so rude. And in the video, you hear him say, I don't care about your side of the story, basically. Mm-hmm. You're going to pay or you're going to jail. He tried to call it theft of service.
Okay.
But theft of service is when you eat your food, at least half of your food, and it is correct. Yeah. And then you walk off and not pay. But I did not eat any of the food, and I didn't drink the drink because it was all wrong. So,
how can I say this? What did she want you to, because I feel when I go out and eat something and I taste it, the first thing I do is call the manager over. And even like when I order a drink, I'm calling the manager over.
Right.
And if you're not satisfied with your food or anything, what are you supposed to do? Because you don't want to pay for anything that you did not touch.
Right.
And that was your situation.
Right.
So what did she expect for you to do?
She said regardless I was going to pay for it.
Wow.
She didn't give me any other option, and neither did the police officer. I thought that at least as an officer, you're supposed to hear both sides of the story.
Yeah.
But the officer said to me, I have no interest in your side of the story.
Okay, and I did hear him say that in the video.
So let me ask you, was there a manager? Because I hear you say assistant manager. Was there a manager there? Not an assistant.
She was the general assistant manager.
Was there a general manager, not assistant?
When I asked for the general manager, she said that he was not there.
Was there a number, a contact information number that could have been provided?
I called that number, and when I called corporate didn't answer the phone, so they called back. Once they called me back, they said to me, before I can even get my story out, he said, oh, I already know the story.
Her side of the story.
And my employees was right. And yes, you did have to pay for it. And then he also said, they said you didn't want the food because of sour cream. And I let him know, I said, sir, I didn't say anything about the sour cream.
But what was her reasoning saying, okay, you don't want to pay for the food? I mean, because you didn't touch it or eat it or anything. So I'm trying to...
I'm still trying to figure out the same thing exactly.
Okay.
And I still haven't got any answers back. Corporate have not even tried to call and apologize. So I'm still lost too.
Wow. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all that. What?
The name of the establishment was Stars and Stripes Family Entertainment Center.
In regards to the law enforcement that came, do you know the position of these officers?
There was Sergeant Cloud, and the other one was Officer Charlie Liner.
Did we request for a field supervisor to come out?
No.
I would say that should have been one of the first things you asked for, because everybody has somebody that they have to answer to.
Right.
And the fact that they're ignoring your phone calls, now it's time to start putting pen and paper.
Right.
And you want to give them notification of what your intent is. You can talk to me, or you're going to have to answer to somebody else.
Right.
But what we have to do as a people is we have to not allow these injustices to happen to us. We have to be committed to the process of making it right.
Right.
So if someone is telling you, this is what's going to happen, you're going to deal with it. I heard her side. They were right. No. I'm not going to settle for that.
Which is something that I am not settling for. At this point, I am protesting. I am boycotting in silence right now until I can get the big protesting going. As well as making sure I file everything that needs to be filed against the establishment and the officers. Okay.
One thing we want to start with is a formal grievance. And that's where you're going to submit in writing your grievance. And then there you will add your intent, what you intend to do if certain conditions are not met, meaning you will meet with me, you will hear me out, and you will let me know what actions have been taken to correct the situation. Not necessarily saying what you're doing to her per se, but let me know what you're doing. Because I know with law enforcement, there is sensitivity training that they have to complete. You can also ask for that completion certificate. That's public record. Right. Because he's in a public position, public service. If he has completed that training, and under that training he is in violation of what he has been taught, you are more than welcome to file charges against said officer.
Right. I've actually been trying to find out who one of the officers work with, and I still haven't got an answer for that one.
You don't need that. You can call and ask. You can get the report. Because every call they go on, there's a report. The report is going to have the responding officer. The report is also going to have their name. It's also going to have their badge number. It's also going to have their jurisdiction. Under every jurisdiction, there's a field supervisor. Under every supervisor, there is a chief. So you just continue to go up, and it may be time consuming, and it may be a little uncomfortable. You're going to have patience, but know that it can be done, and there are people in place who are willing to make that happen, who will stand with you, and who will fight with you as well. Because I think, Dee, this is one of the moments that we have to be the voice of them.
Yeah, definitely.
It was unjust, and we can't allow it to happen.
Definitely. And we have a caller. Hi, caller. Yes, how are you? Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. So true. So true. Mm-hmm. Okay. And thank you so. Caller, our time is up. We only get an hour, and I do apologize for that. And our time is up, but we do understand what you're saying. I'm gonna make sure personally that she gets in contact with Derek Bozeman. But
The name of it is Stars and Stripes Family Entertainment. The one that I went to was in Stone Mountain off of Mountain Industrial, but apparently there are others as well that are doing the same thing.
wow. Okay. Wow. Thank everyone for tuning in to the D Here Radio Show here on Love 860 AM WAEC.
Good night.
So do you know Derek Bozeman? Okay, I'll reach out to him personally.
I love it.
He's on 1380 V103
Okay,
Central
so here's the
Station,
thing.
so I can contact him.
We're not beyond right.
So you can get some good
because before you